A totally new era is in the process of moving into human experience, and this control system, it's doomed, and all its expressions are doomed. Not doomed like, let's have a mass bloody murder, mass killing, all the rest of it. They're doomed in this reality because they're connected to something that's disappearing. There'll still be infinite consciousness. Even those in the control system, they'll remember who they are eventually. It might take some time, and we'll be having a beer with them one day thinking, do you remember when you were stupid? Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh God, mate, yeah. Oh, that's what we'll be doing at some point. And so this epoch change is moving from a sense of division, left brain, where it sees everything as apart from everything else, sees everything in terms of structure and apartness. We're moving from that perception as this energetic construct changes to a perception of what comes from expanded consciousness and awareness, which is we're all one. We're all expressions of the same one consciousness, which again makes racism ridiculous, ludicrous, insane, the height of ignorance. And as the schism, the distortion is healed, so other expressions of the distortion will become what we call history. The police state, the energetic wars, once we're really in to this expanded awareness, the very idea of going to war. We have laws because of the distortion, because of the epoch we've been going through. We don't need laws in the state of awareness that we're going into, and our children and grandchildren will go even more into. You don't need to say we have a law against murder when murdering someone would never even enter your psyche. You don't need environmental protection laws when harming the planet because you know the planet and you are one anyway would never occur to you. You don't need these things. Laws are there to suppress overwhelmingly, but also expressions of laws are to try to mitigate for the distortion that manifests itself in distorted behavior. The idea of anyone going hungry in a world of plenty in the epoch we're entering, never even conceive it. You mean they used to let people starve? That's this mentality that we're moving out of, and we're at the cusp now of this change, which is a very interesting place to be. We're going back to that. We're going back to being connected to what we really are. And of course 2012 is much talked about and will be more talked about as we get closer to it. I have a different view on that. I should be saying, given I've been writing about these truth vibrations for 20 years, I should be saying, see, 2012 told you, yeah. No, I'm not saying that actually. I think 2012 is a diversion. By 2012, yes, things will have moved on. Things will be changing. Amazing things will be taking place. There'll be big challenges, and there'll also be big, wonderful things starting to manifest by 2012 compared with now. But there'll be more so in 2013, more so in 2014, more so in 2015. This is an ongoing process as we move through the cusp out of one era, epoch, energetically, information, into another one. And so by the time it reaches where it's the natural state and the old epoch has gone altogether, it's going to be down the road. But every year, every month, things are going to be moving on energetically. And there'll be things in 2012, and maybe a very good chance that manufactured things will happen in 2012 to focus attention as part of the diversion of the control system. It's quite possible that that will happen, but I don't see 2012 as some epoch-changing year. But there comes a point, and I don't think it's too far away at all, where the tipping point comes in this energetic change, where the irresistible force, which is the truth vibrations, then start to become the dominating state of awareness and perception in this reality. And then we're really moving. And I don't see that as too far away. Like I say, it takes a long time for a dam to crack, but not from then to it collapsing. So we're actually living in like a river of energy that's getting faster and faster in terms of its vibration, the quickening. And what we can do is we can get on the airbed or the canoe and we can go, whoa, what a ride, this is great, that's fantastic. Or we can stand there and try to hold on to the world as it was, in which case we're going to be expending more and more energy trying to hold our status quo, and eventually we won't be able to hold it, and will get, symbolically anyway, washed away. And as these truth vibrations manifest themselves and our awareness starts to expand, we're going to be accessing levels of realities that have been denied us up to this point. People talk about the sixth sense. That's nothing compared with what people are going to have as we move into this new era. It's going to be extraordinary. We're going to remember the fantastic people that, and potential that humans once were, when they were aware of who they were, and the world in our heads, in other words, the world we experience, is going to dramatically change. We're heading for a new dawn. Now, this is a phrase the control system uses for their new era, a new dawn, a new day. Well, it is a new dawn and a new day, but it ain't the one they think's coming. We've been through this process in the last epoch, and now we're going back the other way. And as a result, this control system must fall, and we are emerging from the abyss, the suppression, and all the rest of it to be who we really are. And that must change everything.